Hi guys, I'm out in the woods. Been trudging through these woods for quite some time now and forgot the time a bit. It's 11 o'clock. Really time to start thinking about a shelter. This whole evening was a bit interesting. I planned to travel as light as possible. I've got quite a light backpack. But just before I left, I saw the weather and okay, it's really dry, really clear sky, and probably there will be frost and stuff. So yeah, I was actually forced to actually take a sleeping bag. I will show you this place. There are some birch, so I probably will be able to scrape some fire together. I'll give you a pan of this. It's getting dark. First, you see this is really nice tied, dense forest. I'm slightly elevated here, slightly more open where I'm actually standing here. Don't want to sleep in that really dense bit because of the bears and stuff. Right, so the first thing I have to do is put up a shelter here. I got my hammock with me. Of course I didn't took a tarp with me, but luckily I got a poncho and I will be able to fix something with that. I'll get back to you when I have that done. See you then. Well, that went pretty okay. Got myself something resembling a shelter at least. Wait a minute, I have to fix this camera. So, let's stand here. Well, as you see, I used my DD poncho as a tarp. It's not really that big. If it was going to rain really hard, I think some extremities will get wet. I don't know really which extremity yet. We'll find out. But there is no rain expected. For now, it's more to catch up some dew. In the morning, there will be a lot of moist. Got my DD hammock up here. I haven't bothered with sticks for the mozzie net, but the mozzie net is kept up by the little bungee cords there. Yeah, well, the shelter is there. And that's a big relief because it's dark and it's hard to work in this area. I think I will show you what I actually got with me on this trip. What you're hearing right there, if you listen carefully, that's not the wolves. That's actually my pack of dogs. I have to put it slightly higher. You know, I got a pack of sled dogs, and you can hear them for miles. I was going to show you what I brought with me on this trip. That was very little actually. I mean, I planned to take little, and this is a little. I got a Crusader cup canteen and a water bottle. Some water in it. Some first aid stuff, a little blood stoppers and so on. Nothing fancy. And most importantly, the Carinthia Truppen. The forecast saying it's going to be frost. This thing has like a comfort of, well, I would say 8 degrees. Maybe around 4 or something like that. And it, well, in extreme cases you can use it until -8, something like that. It's very light. It's like a Gore-Tex shoe. I mean, this thing actually removes the moist from your body away. It's a great thing. You combine it with a Defense 4, which probably would have been a better choice right now. And then you can go up to -38. Okay, I will have to do with it. This thing actually has a mozzie net. It has a mosquito net in the hood. It is a fairly wide a fairly wide mummy sleeping bag, but it has a mosquito net on there, which is great if you don't have a mosquito net on your hammock. I had a bit of rope, and I had something to cook on. Actually, I got a few things here. I brought with me. This is a wood gas stove, which I just made myself. I'm going to try that out in a moment. This I brought. You can use it as a hobo stove, but hey, I use it usually as a smudge pot. I told you the mosquitoes were coming. Funnily enough, they're gone right now, and so are the midgets. Not sure that's a good sign. It's probably because it's getting cold. But I prefer actually the cold over the mosquitoes. What did I have more? Yeah, my food. I had my food. Not a lot. A few nuts. A chicken stalk tablet. And a few red lentils. Okay. I'm not all that hungry yet, but it will be good later on to have something, especially something fat before I go into my sleeping bag. You need to fuel the fire for the night. This is not going. I have to get it in there. I got some fire right there. Would be nice to keep it as well. This right here is something new I'm trying. I used a bit of wire, iron wire, or how do you call it? And I made a form for the Crusader. Because I can't really put it on it, it will close it off and there won't be any oxygen in there. Ah shit, it was really hot already. I'm putting in some water here, and let's see how we can cook that with how much wood we need. I only had a few of these sticks and already it's doing pretty good actually. And now I can feed it as well. That's pretty decent here really. I'm actually beginning to like this little stove. We'll probably keep the bears away as well, the fire. Wow. Actually, I think the smell of the food will actually attract them more than the fire keeps them away, though. Unlike my friend Sev and my colleague on VaraVild Bushcraft School, I'm not that keen on climbing 4.5 meters up a tree and put up my hammock and tarp there. I actually admire him for doing so, but I am pretty confident on the ground. Although I like to sleep in a hammock, I don't want to sleep on the ground at all. But hey, putting it up 4.5 meters off the ground, that's a different deal. So I take my chances with the bears. This evening is turning out to be really different. I mean, I showed you what I got with me, and I didn't mention my spork. And I didn't do that because I didn't have it with me. So here I have a really nice bowl of lentils, really nice and warm. And then I was forced to carve myself a spoon. The worst bushcraft cliche there is. Okay, it's not much of a spoon if you have just a big survival knife, and but hey, it looks like one. It actually has a bit of a spoon-like quality. Put it off the fire at least. This is really nice. You can see here you see the metal wires that I put under it? It makes it so that I have some distance from the stove and can feed I can feed the fire in that way. So I think, yeah, it cools down really fast. That's great. Man, it will be nice to have something to eat here with my really improvised spoon. And hey, it will be good. Yeah, that's really nice. Hi guys. Well, I had my dinner. Cleaned up stuff. It's really important that you clean up. Don't have food on the ground, don't have food anywhere. I told you about the spoon I was forced to make. A bit worried about it. I mean, it's just a piece of wood, and I can't get the smell of food of it. I have to go and put that downwind of here. Not that there is much wind, but I've seen from the smoke it's that way. Can't have this around my camp now. I'm going to hide my spoon. You see, it's a mess, but it really, actually, it worked to eat my lentils. Yeah, that way. Trying to find my camp back. Right, there it is. Actually, I'm pretty comfortable right now. I looked at the temperature, and it was 5 degrees Celsius right now. I think it will drop slightly further, but I feel great right now.